Hey, shalom, shalom, shalom. Yahweh Bashim, Yahushua, Barakah, to all my brothers. Shalom, Yahweh Shemar, Lathan Bashim, Yahushua, all my sisters. This is your brother Sharmoth. I'm coming with a video. The topic is going to be about this brother Polight doing this horrible act. Allegedly, he raped his wife's 15-year-old daughter. So I'm going to give you about like 5 scriptures on condemning rape. And we're going to look at a little bit of this clip of this video.
At 1100 West Avenue, Unit 319, Miami Beach, in order to wait for the new party location. While they were in his hotel room, the defendant, Noah, provided the victim, who was 14, with numerous alcoholic beverages, in which she consumed.
Alright, so you got Brother Polight. His real name is Michael Newark. Right? So basically, the club that they was on their way to, it closed. It was closed. So they went to a hotel room to wait for another club to open, or for them to get invited to another club. While Michael Newark, which is Brother Polight, and a 14-year-old little girl, they was in the hotel room. He offered her liquor. And while he offered the liquor, he slipped like a drink. He slipped a pill in her drink. She was all intoxicated.
The victim, who's 14, stated that the defendant, Noah, started dancing and I guess touching her inappropriately all over her body, groping her, you know.
So yeah, that's a pedophile, you know what I'm saying? He got her drunk and he started feeling all on her breasts and her thighs and all that. He a pedophile, you know what I'm saying? This man follows Malachi Z. York, who is locked up for being a pedophile, you know what I'm saying? Like father, like son, right?
And, groping her thighs and her butt. And furthermore, the victim, who is his girlfriend's daughter, hold on, I'm almost forgetting where I'm reading, okay, stated that defendant Noah sat her on the bed as he pulled out his, and outside of his boxers, okay, shorts, underwear, while he grabbed her head and pushed it towards his genital area, and victim TS lost consciousness, okay? Now, he's supposed to be a conscious leader. Now, look.
So hold up. So you got Brother Polight, right? He pulled his pipe out. He grabbed the 14-year-old girl by her head. She passed out. Hold on. He grabbed the 14-year-old girl by her head. He pushed the 14-year-old girl's head closer to his pipe. She passed out, right? So, in the midst of her passing out, you can't tell me that he didn't do anything while she was passed out. And he raped that little girl. Like he forced himself upon her because he was stronger than her. He used that to his advantage.
Girl, okay. I'm telling y'all gonna learn today. She later awoke while the defendant Noah was forcibly trying to make her throw up by pushing his fingers in her throat and down her throat. Defendant Noah, who is Brother Polight, okay, then took victim TS to her mother's hotel, who was staying at another hotel in Miami on Collins Avenue, where Miss Arocho noticed, who is the mom to the daughter, that the victim TS was severely intoxicated and possibly under the influence of an unknown drug, and the 14-year-old victim had severe swelling on the victim's mouth, lips area. Defendant Noah, who is Brother Polight, told his girlfriend, Miss Arocho, not to call the police because if she did, she would ruin his career. This is exactly what he stated, okay? Of course, we got to say allegedly. Center that was in Miami, where all her clothing was collected and a kit was performed and collected. Said evidence was transported to Miami-Dade County Forensic Lab, where it was analyzed on of 6 semen stains, confirmatory stains on her shirt and scarf. A DNA warrant was obtained and served to defendant Brother Polight, who is Noah. On 6/8/2021, the DNA sample swab was transported to Miami-Dade Forensic Lab for analysis, and on 8/10/2021, last week, the Miami-Dade forensic report was received where it confirmed the semen was found on victims. The TS clothing matched the defendant Noah. Okay, he was since a
Damn. Brother Polight, Michael Nord. And Brother Polight, Michael Nord. Raping little girls. Getting them drunk. Pushing their head against your pipe. They passing out. You just taking advantage of them. You dead wrong for that. I thought you was a conscious community, brother. It's all good, though. Because those who do not believe in the Lord, those who speak down on the laws of the Bible, they are the ones who do the most wickedest things and abominable things. So, the scriptures, they strictly speak against rape. And they strictly speak against those who commit such wicked acts. And those who commit such wicked acts, they are to be put to death. So, first scripture I'm going to go to Deuteronomy chapter 22, verse 25. The book of Deuteronomy chapter 22, verse 25. But if a man find a betrothed damsel in the field, and the man force her and lie with her, then the man only that lie with her shall die. So basically, in this instance, right? In this instance, if a man, if he finds a woman who is married to another man, and if he lies with that woman that is married to another man, meaning that if he forces himself upon her, that man shall die. That man's punishment is death. There is no life sentences. There is no 100 lashes. His punishment is death. Right, so the next scripture I'm going to go to is the book of Samuel chapter 2. 2 Samuel chapter 13, verse 10. The book of 2 Samuel chapter 13 and verse 10. And Ammon said unto Tamar, bring the meat into the chamber, that I may eat of thine hand. And Tamar took the cakes which he had made and brought them into the chamber of Ammon her brother, right? So now, Ammon and Tamar are brother and sisters. Ammon is the brother, Tamar is the sister. Ammon basically is telling his sister to bring him something to eat. Verse 11. And when she had brought them unto him to eat, he took hold of her hand and said unto her, come lie with me, my sister. Meaning, come lay down in the bed with me, right? He wanted the sister to lay down in the bed with him, right? But he was just hungry. The fact that he was hungry, he used that to get her to lay down with him. Verse 12. And she answered him, nay, my brother, do not force me, for no such thing ought to be done in Israel. Do not thou this foolishness. And I whether shall cause my shame to go. And as for thee, thou shalt be as one of the fools in Israel. Now therefore I pray thee, speak unto the king, for he will not withhold me from thee. Howbeit, he would not hearken unto her voice, but being stronger than she, forced her and lay with her. That's crazy. So a man is genetically stronger than a woman. Is always going to be stronger than a woman. Just like Ammon forced himself upon his sister Tamar, Polight He got his wife, 14-year-old daughter, drunk, drugged up. Then he forced himself upon her, right? He forced her head towards his pipe, and you know what I'm saying, she got bruises all in her mouth, all over her lips and all of that. So you can't tell me that Polite ain't forced himself upon his little girl. You know what I'm talking about? Like, his punishment should be death. That's what it is. According to the scriptures, yeah. There goes Polite for you. You know what I'm saying? This is another scripture right here. Real quick, it's the last one. It's the book of Psalms, chapter 53, verse 1. A fool has said in his heart, there is no God. Corrupt are they, and have done abominable iniquity. There is none that doeth good. So, Polite has said, there is no God. You know what I'm saying? He just believes in money. He just believes in self. Alright. You say there is no God. You just believe in self. But now you have done an abominable act. You are caught. Now, if you got caught this time, then imagine how many other times you have forced yourself upon little girls and did not get caught at all. This time it just happened to go mainstream in the media, right? You're exposed, Polite. You're exposed. Alright, that's my time. Shalom, Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushua, Barakathum, all my brothers. Shalom, Yahweh, Shamar El Athan, Ba'ashem Yahushua, all my sisters. Shalom.